Some people in Orinoco are learning more about their legal rights after high voltage power lines were placed right in their backyards. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Brianna Long. A Minnesota dairy farm's resistance with a power project is setting an example. The farm's owners decided to force a buyout by a utility company leading a project called CAPX2020. ABC 6 News reporter Hannah TRAN explains.
Through this law, the utility company must buy the dairy farm property to build its towers on it. That transmission line is all the way in New Prague. There is one here locally in Orinoco, and it's making some residents consider some options to avoid it.
This was all cornfield from right here to the corn.
Take a few steps back from the home of Michael Collins in Orinoco, and in a matter of seconds, the landscape goes from a picture-perfect cozy backyard to a bare patch of ground with an industrial vibe.
They really come through and rip it apart. You can see that.
As he looked into the distance, Collins mentioned a neighbor that's trying to duck out from being underneath these high-voltage towers, one of many that course through Minnesota, the Dakotas, and Wisconsin.
It goes from Fargo down to the metro. It goes from Brookings, South Dakota to the Hampton substation, from the Hampton substation down to La Crosse.
There are 6 transmission line projects, and the 2 towers that I'm standing in between right now are part of the Hamden, Rochester, and La Crosse line project. They're easily visible from County Road 12, which is right by Orinoco.
It's huge. Thousands and thousands of landowners are affected, and the utilities keep challenging them.
That challenge can be known as the Buy the Farm Law, something that a neighbor of Collins is considering to use. Landowners have a legal right to force a buyout by the utility.
It's not just buying the farm, but they also get relocation expenses.
Owners of a dairy farm in New Prague succeeded with the law. It's been around for some time, but that recent triumph in New Prague may shed more light on this right.
What this will do is this will make it easier for other landowners in the future to be able to elect by the farm without having that kind of challenge from the utilities.
And so that'll be encouraging to my neighbor.
Michael Collins isn't going anywhere. He's been here for decades. But someone else may do their best to be as many steps away from these towers as possible. Going back to the New Prague case, the utility company is looking at a price tag of around $1.4 million to buy that property. They have an option to resell the property if necessary. In the Rochester newsroom, Hannah Tran, ABC 6 News.